Dynamite kicks off with an AEW International Championship match. It's Rey Fenix making his first defense against, yep, you guessed it, Jeff Jarrett. Fenix hits a dive to get us going. Jarrett hits the stroke, but Fenix grabs the bottom rope to survive. Jarrett looks for a figure 4, but Fenix reverses to get a roll-up win. The idea that Fenix needs to roll up Jeff Jarrett in 2023 is wild, but thank God he retained. We get a vignette showing Adam Cole and MJF going fishing in Long Island. Cole can't believe MJF has a boat. Max says it's actually his dad's boat, but that schmuck doesn't need to find out. Max and Cole talk about Roddy Strong and how Adam loves him like a brother, which leads to MJF getting jealous. When he goes to get Adam Cole another beer, he puts on the Dynamite diamond ring behind Cole's back and gets ready to punch him. But Cole, without turning round, asks Max if he was going to hit him with the ring and send him overboard, which Max denies and laughs off as he puts the ring away. Max comes to terms with Cole having more than one friend, even if it's not for him. They get a bite from the rods, but it turns out it's just Big Show in an inflatable dinghy as Show joins them for some beer drinking and fishing. We will hear from the duo again later tonight. Renee Paquette brings out Don Callis and Konosuke Takeshita for a promo. Don says he is glad Sammy is no longer under the toxic influence of Chris Jericho and brings Sammy out to the ring. A video plays showing Takeshita and Callis beating down Kota Ibushi, including smashing his head with a kettlebell and choking him out. Sammy says he is really the good guy because Jericho was holding him down and he had to grab the torch from him instead of waiting for it to be handed to him. Callis ends the promo saying his family will take everything from Kota, Kenny and Jericho. Next up, it's a triple threat match with Nick Jackson versus Brian Cage versus Swiss Tony Claudio Castagnoli. Winner of this match earns himself an International Championship match with Rey Fenix. Claudio hits Cage with the Ricola bomb, but before he can pin him, Nick Jackson hits a springboard Hurricane Rana on Swiss Tony and gets the pin on Cage to win. I remember Nick and Phoenix having a banger singles match on Dynamite that one time, so I'm excited to see them wrestle again. Better Than You Baby are here for a promo. Cole is of course on crutches, so is assisted with a chair to sit on when he gets in the ring. Cole explains the severity of his ankle injury, saying his ankle exploded, he broke it in 3 places, he tore ligaments, and needs surgery, which is absolutely gutting. Him and MJF are doing the best work of their careers. I hope Cole is still fit enough to film vignettes with Max while he is out. Cole tries to relinquish the Ring of Honor tag titles, but MJF stops him because he doesn't want to drop them to the Righteous, who I've actually been really impressed with as of late. Max says Cole wouldn't be injured if it wasn't for him and offers the challenge. MJF will defend the Ring of Honor tag titles in a handicap match against the Righteous. Cole gives his blessing, but he gets cut off by reject Roddy Strong. He says he needs Cole, which prompts MJF to say, although he thinks Roddy is a simp, followed by a simp chant. Max learned on the boat that Roderick is Cole's boy and to let him go tend to him. It was a genuine wholesome moment of character development from MJF. Cole limps up the ramp and leaves with Roddy, who has his own custom wheelchair by the way. Get some hydraulics on that thing. Bullet Club Gold come out, but it's only Jay White who comes down to the ring. He and Max trade insults, with Jay saying that Max should be honoured to share a ring with him, and Max saying Jay has been smoking weed. We obviously get a weed chant. Max says people's criticism never bothered him when he was negatively compared to other wrestlers until he once heard someone say MJF is good, but he's no Jay White. Max says he is a succulent steak. You don't need sides to make it good, whereas Jay is tofu. It takes on the flavour of whatever you want it to, but you need to add something to make it good. Was anyone else getting hungry during this segment? Max says if you strip away the cool entrance, the music, the cool t-shirts and nicknames, you get a bland, boring Jay White, an idea from someone in Japan of what a top guy should look like. Jay insinuates the fans don't love MJF the way they love Adam Cole and explains Jay's role in getting Cole and Max together. Jay explains if he never injured Adam Cole at Forbidden Door, then MJF wouldn't have a soft spot for him and the bromance never would have blossomed. Jay lays out his plan. He wants to beat MJF for the AEW World Championship and continue the era of the Switchblade. Max gets fired up and the two look like they're going to fight, but Jay runs away as Max poses with the title to end the segment. We get a sit-down interview hosted by JR with Darby Allin and Christian Cage ahead of their 2 out of 3 Falls match at WrestleDream. Christian makes fun of Darby's dead uncle, Nick Wayne's dead dad, and hot mum in typical Christian fashion. I love this heel run of Christian, he's class every promo. Christian says Darby hides behind face paint, so Darby washes it off as both men get very heated and the segment wraps. Up next we get a 4-way match. It's Orange Cassidy versus Austin Gunn versus Penta versus Nick Jackson. All of these men will be involved in a 4-way tag match at WrestleDream, with the winning team getting an AEW tag team title match. Orange Cassidy hits an orange punch on Matt Jackson and pins him to win it. Main event segment is a contract signing. Swerve Strickland cements himself as a heel by stopping Prince Nana dancing to his music as it's time to get serious. Renee Paquette is in charge and she brings out Hangman Page as he and Strickland come face to face days before their match. Swerve has some great lines where he says Seattle will be a lion's den, the 12th man for Strickland. Another great line from Swerve is when he says, "What's a farmer to a mogul? What's a cowboy to an outlaw? What's a buckshot to a killshot?" And slams the mic on the table. Great work from Swerve. He gets better every week. Hangman thanks Swerve for pointing out something was wrong with him. Hangman said there was a black cloud following him, but he had good moments like beating Jon Moxley in the Texas Death Match, reuniting with the Elite. But when he'd go to smile, the black cloud would come back. He admits that AEW fans deserve better from Hangman, and at WrestleDream page promises Swerve we will see the best Hangman and signs the contract. It's clearly two lads who, at least in kayfabe, have poor mental health and want to feel like they are better than the other. This win means everything for their confidence as it backs up their hype. Things escalate and Swerve even slaps Hangman before he signs the contract. Hangman retaliates and stabs Strickland's hand with a pen, and both men get separated by security as the show ends. Or so we thought. We cut backstage to see Jay White being beat down by men in balaclavas. One of the men just watching has on MJF's famous devil mask as we fade to black and the show ends. What could this mean? Judging by the height of the masked man and his history with MJF, my guess is that it's Stokely Hathaway, but let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching my review of AEW Dynamite. Please like and subscribe, leave comments saying what you liked and disliked about the show, and what you think I can do better, and I'll see you all next time.